Did Iran just breach Israel's most heavily guarded skies once again, unleashing another lethal killer that slipped past air defenses undetected? Iran's stealthy Arash-2 kamikaze drone smashed straight into Ben Gurion Airport, turning the nation's busiest hub into a smoking symbol of vulnerability. Low-cost killers boasting a massive 2,000 kilometers range now expose the glaring limits of Israel's high-tech multi-layered defense architecture under fire. Iran's upgraded kamikaze drones effortlessly slip through Iron Dome gaps, each packing devastating 150 kilograms warheads for maximum destructive impact. From massive missiles to these agile mini-strikers, is Iran masterfully shifting to a cheaper yet deadlier strategy that's rewriting modern aerial warfare? Iran's IRGC announced successful strikes on Israel's Ben Gurion Airport utilizing Arash-2 drones, demonstrating the integration of unmanned systems into operational tactics during the conflict's fourth week. This engagement underscores the expanding utilization of unmanned aerial vehicles as a core component of military strategy amid sustained hostilities between the opposing forces. Iran characterizes the Arash-2 as a more sophisticated and potent platform relative to its predecessor models, incorporating enhancements in range, payload, and mission endurance capabilities. The Arash-2 functions as a one-way attack kamikaze drone, designed for single-use missions. It executes strikes by deliberately colliding with targets while delivering a substantial explosive payload. This platform supports long-range precision engagements alongside capabilities for suppressing enemy air defense. With an operational range extending up to 2,000 kilometers, it facilitates deep strike operations, primarily allocated for high-value strategic targets such as military bases, critical infrastructure installations. The drone accommodates an estimated 150 kilograms explosive warhead, providing sufficient destructive potential. The drone's reduced radar cross-section reportedly facilitates penetration of established air defense perimeters, enhancing its approach and terminal effectiveness. The IRGC spokesman emphasized the platform's economic viability, positioning it as substantially more affordable than the interceptors deployed in defensive countermeasures. This disparity in acquisition and operational costs exemplifies prevailing dynamics in contemporary asymmetric warfare engagements observed throughout the Iran-Israel confrontation. Iran's economical drone inventory has imposed considerable strain on advanced Western defensive architectures, compelling resource-intensive interception protocols. Ben Gurion Airport serves dual roles in civilian aviation and military sustainment, incorporating refueling facilities alongside proximate aircraft maintenance infrastructure critical for operational continuity. Ben Gurion Airport serves as a critical hub not just for passenger flights but also for essential refueling operations of military aircraft, with vital maintenance infrastructure and support facilities. On March 19, reports indicated Iran employed its Majid missile system to engage a U.S. F-35 Lightning II stealth fighter, representing a notable exchange in aerial defense dynamics during the conflict. The alleged deployment of Majid signifies a potentially consequential development in the engagement, testing the parameters of U.S. tactical air superiority against evolving countermeasures. Majid operates via infrared homing guidance, prioritizing heat signatures for target acquisition over traditional radar return reflections. This thermal tracking capability circumvents the F-35's primary stealth attribute, which centers on minimizing detectability to active radar illumination sources. The F-35 incorporates a single high-thrust engine that produces substantial thermal output across various flight envelopes and mission profiles. Infrared imaging sensors perceive this heat differential, rendering the low observable jet discernible against cooler atmospheric backgrounds. Engagement by an infrared-guided missile likely afforded the F-35 pilot minimal advance notification, limiting reactive countermeasures. Such passive systems generate no emissions to alert the aircraft's radar warning receivers, enabling undetected approach vectors. Accounts suggest a solitary Majid missile sufficed for the engagement, implying high system reliability in operational deployment. The Majid defense system debuted at a military parade on April 18, 2021. It functions as a short-range system tailored for point defense over broad area coverage. Engagement limits stand at 700 km range and 6 km altitude. Infrared guidance, unlike radar, constrains its effective operational range. Radar silent operation boosts the system's overall battlefield survivability. The episode underscores a persistent vulnerability acknowledged within the F-35 development framework since inception phases. infrared search and track systems have long been identified as viable counters to radar-evading stealth configurations by defense analysts. Iran's emphasis on multi-layered short-range air defense architectures demonstrates practical application in addressing high-end aerial incursions effectively.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that we will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest newsmakers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the US will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.